Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Sirus Migration, another talk show with Mickey. Today, we will be discussing about offshore student visa applications from Nepal, and I have my colleague here with me, Yukesh Parajuli, and he will be helping me to talk about the entry requirements and other student visa conditions for students looking to apply to study in Australia from Nepal. Welcome to the show,
Thank
Yukesh.
you. Namaste, everyone.
So, Yukesh, I'm going to be asking you a few questions because recently we've had a huge, big, massive volume of inquiries from Nepal. People asking for student visas and admissions in universities, and there's huge scholarships available, as we all know, in most of the major universities in Australia. But some of the students are not prepared yet and they're not ready to apply for the student visa. Some are misconcepted that you can just apply for a student visa without having English requirements. So what do you suggest these students from Nepal? What do you think would be a good message for our students, our viewers out there in those countries?
Okay, first thing first. हामी चाहिँ यसरी जाउँ. Should I speak in Nepalese?
Yeah,
So
go
it's
for
it's
it,
more
yes.
convenient for Nepalese students.
Yes, absolutely.
Right, okay. First thing first. यसरी जाउँ. अब तपाईहरु यदि if you are waiting border कहिले ओपन हुन्छ भन्ने कुरामा हुनुहुन्छ भनेदेखि नोभेम्बरबाट स्टार्ट भइसक्यो. सिडनीमा स्टुडेन्टहरु आउन थालिसक्नु भयो. प्लस जनदेखिबाट क्विन्सल्यान्डमा पनि स्टार्ट हुँदैछ. त्यही भएर फेब्रुअरी सेसन त्यसपछि जुन जुलाई सेसनको लागि रेडी हुनुहोस्. तपाईहरुलाई रेडी हुनुको लागि चाहिँ वाट आर द रिक्वायरमेन्ट्स, अब रिक्वायरमेन्ट पुरा गर्नको लागि के चाहिन्छ भन्ने कुराहरुमा चाहिँ विल गो फर्स्ट इङ्ग्लिस पिटी आइएल्स तपाईहरुले दिनुभएको छ कि छैन. गो फर पिटी आइएल्स फर्स्ट. एक्जामको लागि प्रिपेयर हुनुहोस्, रेडी हुनुहोस्. इफ सम अफ द एजेन्ट्स आर सेइङ टु यु हैन पिटी त्यसपछि आइएल्स चाहिँदैन भन्ने कुराहरु गरिरहनु भएको छ भनेदेखि त्यो एकदमै गलत हो. लेभल 1 को कलेजको लागि, लेभल 1 को युनिको लागि नचाहिएला. तर नचाहिए तापनि तपाईको भिजा पाउने चान्सेस चाहिँ त्यसमा एकदमै लो हुन्छ. त्यही इङ्ग्लिसको कारणले गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ त्यो चान्सेसलाई नगुमाउनुस्. सकेसम्म इङ्ग्लिस दिनुस् पहिला. सो विल गो फर इङ्ग्लिस फर्स्ट.
Yeah, so English is a mandate. It's not actually a mandate, but it is important when you're applying for the student visa, as you said, So how about the scholarships? Do you want to talk about scholarships that are available at the moment with our preferred university and regional areas? Why they should study in a regional area? Why choose a regional university?
Okay. Southern Crossले चाहिँ अहिले हामीलाई स्कलरसिप दिइरहेको छ 25%, isn't it?
Yes,
25%. 25% स्कलरसिप प्लस 6 महिना चाहिँ 6 months अफ अकोमोडेसन. अनि यो चाहिँ टोम्बा क्विन्सल्यान्डमा पर्छ. रिजनल एरिया हो. रिजनल एरियामा तपाईँ पढ्नुको फाइदा चाहिँ भोलिको दिनमा you're getting up to 4 years of if I'm not wrong, Mickey, temporary residence. 4 years of temporary residence. नर्मली चाहिँ तपाईँ इफ तपाईँ सिटीमा हुनुहुन्छ भनेदेखि तपाईँले 18 मन्थसम्मको पाउनुहुन्छ. प्लस रिजनलमै कुनै रिजनलहरूमा 3 years, कुनै रिजनलमा 4 years, up to 4 years. सो अहिले मैले जुन कुरा गर्दैछु यो चाहिँ 4 years, up to 4 years को तपाईले टेम्पररी रेसिडेन्स पाउनुहुन्छ आफ्टर यो ग्रेजुएसन गरिसक्नु भएपछि. अनि त्यसपछि गएर अर्को प्लस पोइन्ट त्यसमा के हुन्छ भन्दाखेरि तपाईलाई 6 महिनासम्मको अकोमोडेसन फ्री दिइरहेको छ युनिले, व्हिच मिन्स यु आर सेभिङ लट अफ मनी. तपाईहरु स्टुडेन्टमा आउनुहुन्छ, यहाँ आउनुहुन्छ, स्ट्रगल हुन्छ तपाईहरुलाई. त्यही भएर 6 महिनाको accommodation free that's a big advantage.
Absolutely. 6 months free accommodation plus 25% scholarship for the entire duration of your course. So the scholarship is not valid for just 1 or 2 semesters. It's for the entire duration. If you're doing bachelor's or you are doing master's. Now, I want to point this out, especially for the students who are looking to study nursing in Australia. We're getting a lot of inquiries that they want to study Bachelor's of Nursing. Bachelor of Nursing, the entry requirement, first of all, you must have 7 each in IELTS or PTE. Before having that score, you cannot apply. And the second thing is that you cannot study Bachelor of Nursing online. So the borders needs to be open before you can get an offer letter. So if you're looking for a Bachelor of Nursing, you might want to look at alternate pathway to apply at this stage, like Bachelor's of Science or a Diploma of Health Science or a Bachelor's of Clinical health, masters of public health, and once you are enrolled into this course, then once you are in Australia, then you might have an option to explore other opportunities to get PR pathway, or maybe change into nursing once you are here, because that could be an option. If you don't like that course, stick to other health courses that are on the list as well. There's always a good pathway out of other health courses, not just nursing. I'm talking especially for those clients who are offshore. If you are in Australia, yes, you can start studying Bachelor's of Nursing or Diploma of Nursing straight away, but if you're offshore, you cannot, because of the APRA restrictions on the Bachelor's of Nursing or Diploma of Nursing course, since you cannot do the practical training online, so they need you to be here before you can start the course. Right? And Yukesh, could you advise our viewers, our students out there, what are the fund requirements and where they're falling behind on that funds requirements? Can we discuss that in detail?
Yeah, definitely, sure. सो फन्डको कुरा गर्नु पर्दाखेरि चाहिँ कतिपय कुराहरुमा कस्तो हुन्छ नि, स्टुडेन्टहरुले स्टार्ट त गर्नुहुन्छ, मलाई अफर लेटर मगाइदिनुस्, मलाई सीओई मगाइदिनुस् भन्ने कुराहरु हुन्छ। अफर लेटर मगाइसकेपछि कन्डिसनल अफर लेटर आउँछ, त्यसपछि फन्डको कुरा आउँछ। फन्डको कुरा आउने बित्तिकै when there is a fund, like फन्डको कुरामा चाहिँ कस्तो हुन्छ नि, तपाईले अब कतिपय स्टुडेन्टहरुले चाहिँ टाइममा फन्ड चाहिँ गर्न नसक्ने, त्यो भएपछि अफर लेटरको जुन डेट हुन्छ त्यो डेट एक्सपायरी हुने हैन, त्यस्तो धेरै भइसकेको छ। त्यही भएर सुरुमा चाहिँ सबभन्दा सुरुमा फन्डलाई चाहिँ अलिकति ध्यान दिनु होला। एटलिस्ट 3 months चाहिँ रिजर्भ हुनुपर्छ तपाईको फन्ड। यदि तपाईलाई कसैले, तपाईको प्यारेन्ट्सले, तपाईको अङ्कलले कसैले तपाईलाई स्पोन्सर गर्दै हुनुहुन्छ, ब्याङ्क लोन द बेस्ट वे इज ब्याङ्क लोन। त्यो भन्दा राम्रो, सबभन्दा राम्रो ब्याङ्क लोन लिन सक्नुहुन्छ नि ब्याङ्क लोन लिनुस्, द्याट विल बी बेस्ट वे। अनि त्यसको लागि चाहिँ 21,041 इफ आइ नट रङ 21,041 राइट, या 21,041 त्यो एउटा देखाउनु पर्ने। त्यसपछि प्लस 2,000 ट्राभल फी हुन्छ तपाईको। त्यसपछि 1 yearको तपाईको सीओई, तपाईको स्टडी ट्युसन फीको चाहिँ 1 वर्षको चाहिँ फी देखाउनु पर्ने हुन्छ। यो चाहिँ टोटल कस्ट आउँछ तपाईको फन्डमा, यदि चाहिँ तपाईले फन्ड देखाउनै पर्ने हुन्छ इफ यु आर कमिङ फ्रम नेपाल।
So give us a scenario, Yukesh. Let's say a student is coming here to study MBA, for example.
Okay.
And the annual tuition fees is $20,000. Okay. So what would be the fund requirement?
So that would be 21,041 plus 2,000 travel fee plus tuition fee, $20,000.
So if you have already paid your first semester tuition fees of $10,000 to the university, then you would not require to show the full year. So you already paid $10,000, so you need to show only the balance of the $10,000.
The next 10,000.
Yeah. So it makes it easier. The bank loans will make it easier, fixed deposits. It could be any one of your family members who could sponsor you, so we can have a affidavit of support from your sponsor and present it to the immigration department. Don't go for fraudulent documents, financial documents, because if they get caught, you could get a ban up to 5 years from the department. Then you could not travel to Australia for the future. So there's no point taking risk or chances in fraudulent documents or financial statements. Be genuine, wait. If you're not ready, wait. Get your ad score, get your financials ready, get a bank loan approved from your bank, get a letter from the university, get an offer from the university. Getting an offer does not require funds, so you can take that offer letter to the bank and show that you're going to study in Australia. This is the offer letter I've been offered, and these are the future prospects of studying in Australia, what kind of jobs I can get after that, and what will be the average earning wages after you finish. So bank make a prediction that okay, you're gonna make that money and you will be able to pay back, and they might take a security from your family's properties or some other fixed assets that you might have, the house you might be living in, and take that as a security and give you a loan, which is the easiest way. If you got a loan to prove that you have been approved by a bank, the visa approval chances increases by up to 95%.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
So
त्यही भएर लाइक मिकीले अहिले भने जस्तै सकेसम्म चाहिँ ब्याङ्कबाट लोन लिनुस्। लोन लिँदाखेरि चाहिँ तपाईहरुलाई सकेसम्म फ्रड नगर्नुस्। कुनै पनि कुराहरु, कुनै पनि डकुमेन्टहरु केही पनि छ ब्याङ्कको लोन लिनेदेखि कुरादेखि लिएर 3 महिनासम्म रिजर्भ गर्ने कुरादेखि लिएर कुनै पनि कुराहरू सकेसम्म फ्रड नगर्नुहोस् फ्रड नगरेको राम्रो नत्र भने तपाईँलाई 5 वर्षसम्मको ब्यान्ड हुनसक्छ अनि यदि कुनै त्यस्तो डिफिकल्टी छ भनेदेखि प्लिज टक टु अस वी आर ओभर हियर टु हेल्प यु
Yes. Last but not the least, Yukesh, I would like to discuss the gaps. A lot of students out there in Nepal, obviously because of coronavirus, the country was hit really badly, just like India and Sri Lanka and other neighboring countries. So they have not been studying, or they might have a gap of over 1 year. So it's a scary feeling.
It is.
But what do you suggest to our fellow students, our viewers out there, how they can cover the gap?
Okay, gap को लागि चाहिँ let's go in this way. ग्याप छ त्यस्तो ग्याप भइरहेको छ भनेदेखि यो कोरोनाको टाइममा वी क्यान अलवेज सो लाइक ओके फ्रम लास्ट 2 years बिकज अफ द कोभिड सिचुएसन एन्ड एभ्रिथिङ एल्स वी क्यान मेक अ प्रपर जिटी फर द्याट ओके सो त्योभन्दा अगाडिदेखि नै छ भनेदेखि वी क्यान अलवेज वर्क आउट इन लाइक इफ यु आर डुइङ वर्क रिलेटेड केही छ भनेदेखि वी क्यान अट्याच देयर एक्सपिरियन्स अन इजन्ट इट
Work experience, any vocational study, any volunteer work, any studies that you have done, small certificate courses, training courses, internships, anything that you can think of, even college projects that you've been working on in the past that you could provide evidence, or maybe you are working with your family, in family business. Your father might have a business where you have been helping him run the business during COVID because there were hard times. So we could use as a gap cover in that instance, So
that's what I'm suggesting these days as well, because we're getting a lot of inquiries.
Yes.
And most of the students are asking me the same question, like why I'm not doing anything else from last 2017. What should I do? I've got a lot of years of gap over here. So is there any chances I'm getting a visa? Questions like that. So the answer is over here.
Yes. So gap, what does gap mean? Gap is not your age gap. Okay, age is not a limit when you're applying for a student visa in Australia. You could be studying at the age of 45. You could be studying at the age of 50. That's not a problem. The gap, what they classify is gap between now and the last study that you took. Okay, you might have had been studying for last 10 years. For example, somebody does diploma and then they do a bachelor's, and 3 years later, after their work experience, they've gone and done a master's, and it's been 5 years now you have not studied anything. So that 5 year is classified as a gap. But how do you cover that gap? If you've been working, good, you've been getting some work experience in the industry, and now you want to enhance your education to go on a higher level, a higher position in your life. That is how you cover that gap of education. We're not talking about your age gap here, that you are 45 years old and there's a gap. No, but you might have had some education 2 years ago. So that is what we look at, the last education period that you had. So the gap is only 2 years, which we can fulfill the requirements in terms of GTE by writing a scenario why you want to study now. So
and we've been applying for a lot of students like that.
Absolutely, we've got a visa for a 41-year-old.
Exactly, that's right.
So age is not the bar, here. And
even gap is not the bar. Like if you have decent decent things to saying like, okay, I've been working or whatever.
Explanation. We have to give an explanation why there is.
That there is no any effects, if you have explanation.
Alright guys, if you have any questions related to this session today, and if you like more information, you can always get back to us at one of the numbers given below, or send us an email would be the best preferred mode. If you send us an email at admin@sirus.com.au, we'll be more than happy to get back to you with your questions that you might have, or if you want to apply with any of the universities in Australia. We are partnered with more than 15 universities in Australia, so you might want to go to Melbourne, Sydney, Brisbane, Perth. So get in touch with us and we'll be more than happy to help you.
Definitely, yeah. हाम्रो चाहिँ like Mickey is saying, हामीसँग 15वटा भन्दा बढी चाहिँ युनिभर्सिटी कलेजहरूसँग लिङ्क छ जुन चाहिँ अस्ट्रेलियामा हुन्छ युनिभर्सिटी स्पेसली लेभल 1 को पनि हामीसँग धेरै छन् त्यही भएर गेट ब्याक टु अस नम्बर त्यहाँ तल दिएको छ तपाईँहरू त्यो नम्बरमा कन्ट्याक्ट पनि गर्न सक्नुहुन्छ डाइरेक्टली अथवा इमेल पनि गर्न सक्नुहुन्छ इफ यु हेभ एनी इन्क्वायरिज हाम्रो फेसबुक छ इन्स्टाग्राम छ डु फलो अस go over there, have some questions, please do drop the questions over there. We are always over here to help you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Namaste.
Namaste.